margins and thus avoiding a runoff.
Other than Alistair said, I've always had support in rural constituencies and those are the ones coming in. Is that still the case?
No, he does have support. That's undeniable. However, it's not as large as his other elections would have reflected. This time, he was heavily criticized because of his handling of the forest fires that devastated swathes of territory in Bolivia, and also because he had actually lost a referendum in 2016 where he wanted to reform the constitution that would allow him to stand for a fourth term. And through some legal wrangling, he managed to do that. So he lost popularity there. But he is still very strong in the rural areas.
And William, in Chile, we've seen some of these proposals, particularly around the metro fares, reversed, but these protests are still so violent and still ongoing. And we just heard that protesters there saying, people of Chile can't take this anymore. Tell us what she means. What is it they're so angry
Well,
about?
what happens is, okay, so the metro fares there was a rise in fares, but that was just the spark to a festering situation in Chile that has been going on for years. There's a tremendous disparity, social disparity there. The people who don't have access to education, the price of living is very, very high, and 50% of the workers get just over $500 a month, which is really not enough to live. And this just has been too much, and the spark of it all was just the rise in the metro fares.
So they're angry and they're a bit despairing, but what do they want?
I would say more than a bit despairing, because you've seen violence in the streets of Chile that are unprecedented. There's been rioting, there's been ransacking of stores, there's been vandalism and death, and that's something that you haven't seen in Chile for a long time.
And they want what? A total
They
change
want
of
a change. I mean, they want a change, and they want more parity and equality.
Okay, well, good to have you with us. Thanks so much. Do stay with us here on BBC World News. Still to come, big legal changes in Northern Ireland. Abortion is decriminalised.